Ooh, baby.
Howdy dudes, B Junior here from EnduranceProductions YouTube channel, B Junior's Movie Cave. Here's to you guys on a hot summer North Kakalaki day. Oh man, I think it's hot as old Lucifer's butt crack out there. I heard a good one. This is something to cut the icing here, or cut the ice, icebreaker. I heard it on the way home. There was a older gentleman in passing talking. You know, we always talk about the weather and stuff at the local stores. I saw him and I said, "Hey, how are you today?" And he says, "Man, I believe it's hot as a Hades crawl space out there." I was sitting there thinking to myself. I gave a chuckle, but I was thinking to myself, only in Kakalaki, guys. Only in Kakalaki. Going to do a quick update for you today because I happened upon some deals. Getting some brake work done on the old movie cave mobile, whatever you want to call it. And went to FYE while I was waiting, guys, for your entertainment. I had to pick up some deals. But as always, being this is a movie channel, I got to put the word out there for my homies. I got to let you guys know about the deals so you know where to get them. But also, I want to do a discussion today after I do the update and kind of get your feelings on a certain movie company or subject therein. First up, I'm just going to tell you about a trade that I got at a local used movie store. Traded in some old DVDs and some VHS that have basically about had it, you know, and they weren't really collectibles or anything. So traded in 2 VHS, 2 DVDs, and got True Grit, Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy combo pack. It was 18 bucks used. I got it for $1.35 with my trade credit. I didn't think that was a bad deal. Search out your local used movie stores and/or pawn shops and/or flea markets, guys. They can save you a lot of cash. They even came with a nifty slip cover. Look at that. I feel special. There's a receipt. Look at there. Bam, dudes. Fill your hands, you sumbitch. I think that's what Jeff Bridges says in the movie. Anyway, I had to throw that in there. I can't wait to see it. FYE, guys. Yeah, from my homies. Here it is. Found some killer deals at FYE. If you've got one of these stores in your mall or near you somewhere, you ought to check them out because, like I said, if they're having a sale, you need to get the deals while you're there because if you don't, they don't have sales for too long. And it's kind of like I've noticed with FYE, there's longer variances in between the sales. So, real quickly, been on a De Palma kick here lately, Brian De Palma films of yesteryear that I've never seen. I found with Robert De Niro in Hi Mom. I have no idea what this movie's about. If it's supposed to be a comedy, some kind of suspense, voyeurism movie or something. Usually if it's De Palma of yesteryear, it's going to be something kind of out there anyway. So, that price tag, guys. $1.97. This is a brand new one, too. This isn't used or anything. $1.97, guys. FYE's got some deals. Get them while they're hot. This is a little kind of suspense drama movie that I rather liked, and I don't know why I never picked it up till now. But it's got some special features on it. Another $1.97, guys. It's The Cooler with William H. Macy. I rather enjoyed this film. It's one of the better performances by Alec Baldwin as well in a supporting role. I don't know, I just enjoyed it. I like movies about casinos and stuff like that too every once in a while. I like some dramas. I like some stuff, man. You gotta watch some dramas. You gotta be well-rounded, you know. Here's the jewels of the haul from over there. They say they're on sale for $9.99, but I actually got a discount at the register. I don't know whether they were just trying to get rid of these or these style of combo packs. These are Blu-ray DVD combo packs, but they're in DVD cases. Now, I've never ever been a fan. I'm a fan of the combo pack. Let me just make it clear. You know, like True Grit is. It's got everything in it. But these are something I think MGM tested the waters there whenever they were going bankrupt, and they were just saying, well, just put them out in DVD cases. People will buy it. Well, they didn't, and they had to go back to regular Blu-ray cases. But they had one of these left, and I got this for $5 because they discounted it at the register. I don't know whether they thought it was a DVD, not a Blu-ray, or if it rung up that way, but DVD Blu-ray combo pack of Mad Max. It had been marked down, I think, twice to $9.99, but I got it for $4.99, $5. It is the Blu-ray and DVD of the film. The only thing that's sucky about it, it's in a DVD case, but it does say Blu-ray here on the spine, there at the bottom. I don't know, it's one of these. I saw at Sam's Club, they were doing these for a while, but thankfully they went back to the traditional Blu-ray case that we all know and love. I've got a couple Blu-ray replacement cases up there I can fit them in, so no big whoop. Anyway, Blu-ray DVD combo pack, $5, Mad Max. Had to pick it up. Extreme Mad Max fan. Here's my other DVD Blu-ray combo in the same kind of DVD case. It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Also for $4.99 at FYE. Guys, this is not one of those weird remakes that came out over the years. This is the one that I've always loved. The one with Donald Sutherland from the late 70s. I think around 1978. Directed by Philip Kaufman. It is a combo pack. Blu-ray has all these new special features on it that the DVD does not have. This is just one that just came out. And I had no idea this one was coming out. And I think due in part to the kind of the crappy cover art, it doesn't harken back to, you know, the traditional one sheet from that film where they're all running from, you know, whatever. But I kind of read the back of it just in passing. I was like, wait a minute, this is the one I love, man. It's a Blu-ray for $5. Because they already rung up Mad Max, and I said, wait a minute, if these are ringing up $4.99, I got to go back and snatch this one too. So went and grabbed it. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Blu-ray DVD combo, and a DVD case for $5. Couldn't beat it. Okay, that's been your mini update for today. Now on to a discussion for today's video to kind of pad it out, if you will, and give more or less a roundtable type format to this video today. You're getting a twofer. You're getting an update and a discussion time. So it's interactive. Everybody join in. Alright guys, today's discussion for the rest of this video is on the subject of Criterion Collection. I was sitting around when I got back from getting my brakes done on the car there, and I try to do a new video every Wednesday that's kind of different, not the same thing every time. And I was sitting there thinking, you know, I have never done a Criterion Collection based video, and I don't know why. Probably due in part that I don't have many of them. You know, through recent entry in a Criterion Blu-ray giveaway contest from the Crazy Jason, one of the Kakalaki movie guys, it's kind of got my interest in Criterion budding a little bit. What I want to do first is kind of tell you my history with Criterion, which is very little. Also how I feel about Criterion so far. More importantly, and the third part of it, is to kind of turn it over to you guys in kind of the vlog format, the horror vlog format, where I turn it over to you guys. I want your comments and concerns on Criterion, but look, I'll get to that in just a minute. My history with movie collecting in general goes back about 20 years. It's about 20 years in the making. I started collecting movies when I was about 15. Going to the local Blockbuster and local mom and pop video stores, buying their old videotapes that were wore out and barely watchable. $3, $4, $5 a piece, you know, whatever I could save in my allowance from my part-time job, you know, just started collecting. But up to about the early 2000s, that's what I collected. And I still have a small VHS vault downstairs, the ones that survived, basically. But more importantly, from about 2001 on to now, for about the last 10 years of my movie collecting days, I've gotten into a point where I've pretty much got the main ones that I grew up with, all the ones I wanted to have in a collection type style, whether it be on DVD, video, you know, Blu-ray and or HD DVD, you know. So I've got a good bunch of the ones that I always remember watching over and over again. So I've kind of, not really necessarily my tastes have changed, but it's got me wanting to experience new things. I've just gotten to a point in my collecting days, I guess, where I'm starting to open an eye to foreign films and things like that. And Criterion, from what I understand of it, I don't understand much of it, is a company that basically is putting out tons of foreign films, American classics, noir, you know, all different kinds of stuff in their own format. And if you don't know what Criterion Collection is, guys, let me tell you real quick. The Criterion Collection is not only a website, but it's also a studio. It's a movie releasing company in the vein of Blue Underground, Anchor Bay of yesteryear, Shout Factory. You know, they basically get the rights to a film that's been out for a while, and basically, you know, do their own spin on it in a DVD or Blu-ray package out for sale for you guys to enjoy. Now, basically, Criterion's I've known about for years. I know they're out there. I'm not that bad. You know, I know what Criterion was, but for the main reason of price. From what you see in my movie collecting videos, the collection behind me, I'd say about 75% or 80% of my collection is used. I'm always of the motto, used works, or never pay full price. You know me by now. So I'm a bargain shopper at heart. I just don't think I'll ever break out of that. Even if I won the lottery, I'd still be out looking for a deal. That's just kind of the type of person I am. But with that being said, Criterions are historically been more expensive. They're kind of the Nike tennis shoe over the the Payless shoe tennis shoe. It's kind of like they see themselves as more of an upper crust company, I guess, or I don't know how else to say it. They're just historically been a little more expensive, either in DVD and or the Blu-ray selections they've got out now. I think they've got somewhere around 600 titles out or something like that, and about 130 of them have been re-released on Blu-ray. Don't quote me on that, Criterion lovers out there. I'm young in the ways of Criterion. But my point is, I don't have a whole long history with it yet. I'm just starting to raise an eyebrow to Criterions right now because they have a lot of films and have very good representations, from what I understand from different videos I've been watching on YouTube, of films of a foreign nature or things that I need to stop and start experiencing. I've got my favorite, horror movies, action movies, every science fiction. I watch those over and over again. Hands down, I got my favorites. But the thing is, I want to experience new things at this point in my movie collecting days. I thought Criterion would be a good way to get one here and there, provided there's a good sale or something. A good way to do that. And a lot of people have been recommending me to get into Criterions here and there. But I've always shied away from it because of price involved. They go out of print a lot of times, and they're harder to find, and even used copies will cost you. Now, I do have 3 titles so far, one of which is one of my favorites, David Cronenberg movies. Videodrome was gifted to me by an awesome YouTuber, Jay the Stingray, around Christmas time this past year. And Jay, if you're watching this, thanks again, buddy. That's one of my favorite videos of all time, not only Criterion, but favorite Blu-rays of all time. Really appreciate it, dude. But getting more back to the point, I have that one, and I've acquired 2 recently. Brian De Palma's Blowout with John Travolta and Nancy Allen. I've also acquired the movie Kronos, which was, I believe, the first film or first big-time film of Guillermo del Toro, who's went on to do Hellboy and all these other movies he's doing now, Blade 2 and some movies like that. I gotta say, I'm trying to stick with my goal for Criterion collecting in the future. I want to stick more to the Blu-ray selections that they have out, but now there's some other ones out that have not been released yet on Blu-ray, like Brian De Palma's Sisters with Margot Kidder. I absolutely love that weird little movie. Kind of a pseudo-slasher, voyeur, weird, mind-bending movie. I absolutely love that. I want to get that one before too long. But it's only out on DVD, so I'm taking it slow with Criterion right now. And from what I gather from people, that's probably a good way to approach it. Wait for the sales at Barnes & Noble's, bookstores, and stuff like that. From what I understand, I talked to a salesperson at Barnes & Noble. He kind of schooled me a little bit on Criterion in a local fashion. He was telling me that Barnes & Noble bookstores are probably the main chain that caters locally to having a local selection. Otherwise, you have to get them online or in a used format at pawn shops or wherever you can find them. They recently had a sale that just went off at Barnes & Noble, a 50% off sale, which the prices still seem to be inflated, but you had to go and find these coupons and other things to make it be a regular, a quote-unquote sale. So I got pretty good, Blu-ray. Those 2 Blu-rays I bought weren't too awfully expensive. They're more than what I usually pay for. I was the guy that just told you I bought $5 Blu-ray combos, so, and that just kind of proves what I was saying. I've seen studios out there that will get a hold of rights to a movie and do an awesome special edition and kick Criterion's tail in ones I've seen so far, because I've been Netflixing a bunch of Criterions. I haven't bought a whole lot, but I've been Netflixing to get a feel for them, to see what they offer in terms of special editions or transfers, audio quality, things like that. But yeah, just hit the sales, man. That I'm kind of talking all around it right now, but Criterion's, I'm starting to get into it a little bit. Not a whole lot. I'm not going to dive right in and be like an Uber collector. My hat's off to you guys out there who've got like the Uber Criterion collections. There's some folks out there that know the whole underground movement of Criterion. They've got the spine numbers down pat. They know, it's kind of like a really collectible thing to some folks. I'm not really at that point yet, but I'm just kind of lending an eyebrow to their Blu-rays, because the 3 Blu-rays that I've got to experience so far were top-notch. I got to be honest. I could recommend them to anybody. They will cost you a little more, but you're going to get some bang for your buck in them. I wouldn't just run out and buy every single title. I would research it. as with any Blu-ray or or anything like that, research it before you buy it, or at least rent it first, watch it, see if it's your cup of tea. Blind buys are fun every once in a while, but I'm always of the mind to get a blind buy when it's dirt cheap, like like this one, like Hi Mom, it's $2. Why not? I can never find it on Netflix, so why not? I'm kind of rambling a little bit. To kind of round out the discussion video, more importantly, guys, I'm going to stop now. That's kind of the way I feel towards Criterion right now. I want to know what you guys think about the Criterion Collection. If you're an Uber collector and you absolutely love it, tell me so, and tell me why. Tell me why you love Criterion, why you recommend them above other studios, and why do you go for them. If you don't like Criterion, if you hate Criterions, but tell me why. Back up your answers. Give me some answers why. Let's make this an interactive discussion. You can comment amongst each other or anything like that, guys. But game rules, I'm going to shake my finger at you. Be adults, guys. You want to get on there. If you got a guy on there that hates Criterions, don't pick on the Uber collector and the Uber Criterion guy. If you love Criterions, don't pick on the hater or the guy that just doesn't like Criterion or whatever. Just, be mindful of everybody else's, Criterion feelings. And we'll all join in the discussion and try to get some good info out of this and try to enjoy it. So this has been kind of your on-the-spot, on-the-go Criterion discussion video plus an update today. Let's hear your comments, guys. I'm going to get out of here for today. Hope you guys will join in, and I'll see you next time. Rock on, dudes.